Hi, this is IK. Welcome to data flow in React Redux application. But before this theme, I want to go to back in last video where I said that where I said that I cannot pass props in some components. Because that components go through outlet. It is a React element what coming with router 6 version. And in that React element, which we have changed content. Different content depend of our interaction of links. And I said in last video that I cannot pass props state from app application. This is app because of that element. Because that element is child of app, but other components like blog post, single post, and all of post, that two component changes here, they are practically grandchild. But grandchild also can access to parents state. Never mind. In artificial intelligence, ChatGPT helped me and said, right here, post this props equal posts. Here it is. And I didn't try experiment with it. And in some time in the future, I probably would. But you know now that there is a possibility and you can experiment and not create separate fetch data, what we have here, fetch data in app. You don't need separate gates in other components, for example, blog post menu. I fetch again a blog post. Here it is, blog post. That two component changes in outlet. Okay, let's get to React Redux app data flow. Something else must say here. Look at this blog post menu left. It is always on the app.js, and it is right like this. It is React element. It is component blog post menu left. And we can write in that props post equal post. But in component what coming by outlet, it is blog post. I have not. I am not in option. There is no option that I write a props post equal post. Because I have this component, I have only write in this component configuration, not in React element. React element. It is, we call this React element. App. this is a React element. And this is blog post menu left, blog post menu left. This is a React component. React component. And look at, we have a post here in parameter because we write in React element here in app.js, we write that props. But for component would coming in outlet, it is thanks artificial intelligence. It is positioned for create properties for component what coming in outlet, and it is component blog post, and when I write it, yeah, I must write here post, and try with it. I don't need all this. I need only. I don't need again a get, but I need create. No, nothing here. It's okay. It means that this I don't need, etc. Okay. Like in blog menu left, blog post menu left, there is a post, and we have sorted post here only for that. And in use effect, we sorted post. And at first, in initial rendering, we have initial state of this. And in use effect, we because in first rendering, also we have a post state here. And after that, calling use effect, we can create sorted. And but here, and same here in blog post would be same. I don't need set post, but I have post would be here after initial rendering. Okay, I must try this, but it is important that there is some possibility for reduce fetch data from server. Okay, let's get to data flow in React Redux application. Something else in application React application. Look at index.js. We create root what is not self-closed. If it would be self-closed, not self-closed. A root, this root React element start with capital root. It's coming from package React root from import from React router DOM. I said it, yeah. And we have a root open up component. This root with properties path and element up topic component is open and closed here. This is closed because this root inside all is self closed, and it means that all that element inside root and closed root of app lay, it is child of app, Because of that, we must look at who is the child of first index. Index means what component will be shown first. And we see blog post menu would be shown first. It is right side. But blog post menu left is directly in app. Directly in app.js. Here it is. Blog post menu left is directly in, because blog post menu left is always on app component, but in outlet I don't need now this. In outlet coming, let's go to C to index. In outlet coming blog post menu, in outlet, and it is a root because it is open root and down is closed root, and between that open closed root we have first index, what said that like index would be showed in home page, blog post menu, but it means will be shown in outlet. After that, it is self-closed. A second self-close is if we click on some link, we will have parameter ID in address, and would be open blog post, element blog post. And that too many menu blog post menu and blog post must go through outlet. But look at now in React Redux, what we do. React Redux in index.js also open root app, and index element we will see add post form, post list. Both here. But all others component, single post, all admin comments list, admin post list, admin, all edit, all that would look at closed root of app. All this is inside, but in this here is outside. This root read is outside, and we must for read if we want only one fetch data, we must that root transform inside. And of course, we must correct our design. And in that moment, all is inside, and all can receive read, can receive it like here, blog post also. I can write it here in read, blog post. Yes, take care about that. Blog post, I must fetch data, and I don't need it because I must fetch data. Blog post, look at blog post. I must fetch data. Use effect, Axios, etc. I must fetch. It means that a blog post, it is not. There is no this because also in app.js, in index.js, there is no, because I must, in this situation like now, I must fetch data in blog post. Look at, does it okay now? It is 400. Terminal, new terminal. Yes, it is all function correct. Now admin is here also. I take it back. Read page is here also. On app component, we must redesign this and get back and take it out. And it is not on app, and component like that need separate fetch data contact server. And in 454 React Redux, we all component stay layout on app.js, and in this situation, if we need fetch data from server to state in Redux state, we do that only one in app.js. Only one in app.js. This application, there is a Redux, and don't use Tank because don't go to mock server. And because of that, we have only initial value. Initial value creates state in Redux, and all other component use selector. Take use selector. By use selector, subscribe yourself to state. And it is important in index root. It is important open root of app, and all others. There is a self-closed root. Here it is. But inside app root for app topic component. And if we in app.js here fetch data from a mock server, we only use selector to for all that other component for other component. App.js, look at, we have only link up, it is design, layout of page, of component, and we have an outlet down. It means that all other component must go through outlet. Why? Because in index.js, we lay out all components inside uproot. All components inside uproot, and all that components go to through outlet. It is in index. It is router 6 version. It is in index, and in app.js we have only outlet and link. What we need of link, it is. And let's go to see. Let's go to see here. Link home, admin post. Home is root with index properties, and it is add new post and post list. Add new post and post list. Here it is. Here it is in index.js. Look at root with index properties. Element is add post form and post list. And because of index properties, it is home page. It would be home page. And home page is domain address. When somebody find domain address, will find it. It is that home page. And all is inside root app and will be shown through outlet, React element outlet coming also with root 6. App.js is .js is very simple. Link what we need, and through outlet coming all other component. Show again, link what we need, and through outlet coming all component. Admin, home, admin comments, admin post, admin comments, admin replies, admin replies one, admin users, and every of that admin, there is a possibility edit, there is a form edit, and there is a form delete. What we see now, we see initial state. Who created? Coming from where? That initial state. Post slice, comments slice, reply users slice. Let's go to see. Post slice, for example. Post slice. Initial state, and all this is initial state. Initial state, we must need, because all rendering is about state. And first rendering must have initial state. Okay, we have only initial state now in first rendering, but after that, our interaction create a new post, new comment, new replies, etc. But when we closed our application, all what our interaction produce will disappear, and we will have only initial state because it is hard memorized in this post slice. Also, comments. I used you look at post, but for every features there is inside features is folder. Features, comments, post, replies one, users. And inside that folder, for example, comments, we have comment slice. But component what important in post go in post. For example, comment slice is like post slice. There is an initial state. It is I copy post slice and create initial state. And of course, it is not copy paste, but it is layout initial state and constant comment slice, create slice, and name comments, initial state, reducer. Reducer is all like for I must delete, prepare, add, update. It is in comment slice. But we now spoke about state, initial state in comment slice, in comment, in reply slice. Again, initial state. And all other is the same. Replace slice, name, initial state, etc. Replace one, replace also. Comments, replace one. It's practically same, only names other. Total copy paste possibility. It is post slice. Here is admin user. I can delete all three. It is empty now. But when I refresh, again we have initial state. We have what was coding in post users slice, comment slice, replace. Also replace, it is initial state, but when I delete both of them, I can get back them by fpath, refresh that, look at address, it is root, what we define in index.js. Index.js with root 6 is there is more responsibility, and it is responsibility about roots, and app.js can be more simple without that root. What was before router 6, we have a root in app.js. Okay, here is replies, here is admin post. I can delete, and I can refresh. I will see that again. And if I delete here, when I go home, there is no post. I must refresh, and here is refreshing means all from beginning, like first opening. And look at in pages, admin or all others, here is or we can go users. There is a lot of this is concentrate. The important was post and users comments, replies. All that is connected to post and go to post. Because of that, look at all components except slice component of comments, reply, and others is in them folders. But here is, for example, add post form. It is post coming here, but add comment form. Add comment form is in post folder because add comment form is below every post. Every post have a form for comment. Every comment have form for reply. Every reply can have a form for reply one, and because of that, reply one form add reply one is not in folder reply one, but in folder post. Okay, add comment form. Add comment form. Add comment form only dispatch is important. We in add form we dispatch. Here is use state, but we must have inform must have also initial state, and that initial state is here. Author value is author, and must go get in beginning. Look at rating, author, comment, rating, author, comment. Here is rating, author, comment, because there is no title, comment, there is no title. There is that form, there is only that, and it is initial state, nothing, empty. And there is also on rating change, on author change, on comment change, and it would be dispatch comment added. And comment added is action creator, what created in slice, in comments slice. And from here, go all these parameters. All these parameters coming from here go to comment edit, dispatch comment edit. Here we, by import, post updated is from post slice, coming here by import. This is edit post form, post updated. It is in post slice, it is action creator. Post slice is about reducer post state, reducer for post state with action creator, with action and action type. All is in post slice, import here, and this is edit post form. Edit post form. In every of these here in edit, look at use selector, and in edit post we have params post ID in address, and by that we find what post we need admin. We need edit, but use selector. It is edit post, edit comment, for example, edit comment. Use selector. Here is for comment one. Use selector. It is edit comment form. Comments list. Comments. Use selector. State comments. Use selector is a listener of changes state in Redux. State comments. Admin replies list. Admin replies list. Admin replies list. Use selector. State replies one. Admin replies list. Use selector. State replies list. State replies. Use selector. Admin post list. Use selector. State post. Admin comments list. Use selector. State comments. Admin add reply form. Add reply form. Must connect it with the comment ID because every comment can have reply. Import reply edit coming from replies slice. Reply edit is action creator. Of course, dispatch. Always we must dispatch from that form. It is admin add reply. It's not edit, but add reply. And in add reply, we create state. It is a local state what we create, but we dispatch it to state, Redux store state, and it would be add to add reply to replies state. Look at now store. and C reducer. Reducer for this state. This state posts, state users, state comments, state replace one. All that state is in store. Look, in store. It is a global state of our React Redux application. We don't need tank because don't go out for data, but use data from our interaction. What we add, what we remove, what we delete, create. Only that, what we create in create, delete, update, read in our React application. Only that go in this state. Post users comments, and every of this state post there is a posts reducer. Users, there is a users reducer. Every state must have a reducer because the function reducer only can change state. Reducer only can change state. Reducer only can change state. Immutable update state. Post reducer, immutable update state post. User reducer, immutable update state user, etc. And that state and that reducer there is an input state and input action, but output is only one. It is a state. It is immutable updated state. And all that we declare in slice type. In slice type, we have 6 slice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slice here. Slice. And slice is configuration of a reducer, function reducer, action creator, action. Action have 2 properties, string, it is type of action, and payload of action. String type of action said what to do with payload. But take care that state always is array here. Post so it is plural, always plural, because it is array, and we changed. We mutate members of array, and like that we change state. But change state not directly, but by changing members of state, mutate, and it must be immutable update. Immutable update must be that mutation. Comments, replies 1. It is a store. And every of this state, there is a slice, and every slice, there is all data, what we need, all information about that state, about post state. Okay, it is about data flow. You see here, we have only initial value, but if we take data from mock server, I must need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mock servers, 5 possibility, or more, can be one, but possibility for 5 array. And this moment I have that 3 mock server what I open only for one array. But it is only for learning that mock server is excellent, because I don't need to create one from node.js and distract your attention to configure some mock server in our computer, but take it finished address of mock server, one array, and here concretely is all state same. Every state here is array, and copy paste. You can copy paste all. When you write all for post for one state, you can copy it and correct for other state. It is for learning. But real story about data coming with database. With database, and in the future when it's coming to us, when we learn how connect our React to database, it would be a real story about data. But in this simple array format, practically we learn 99%. But story about database, relation database, is interesting, very interesting. But also there is no SQL database. And in the future, I will explore all that connection with React. Also, I can configure some mock server on our computers, don't need get out. Now, when we learn a lot of about React Redux tank, now we have time for all other details. What is practice? What is practice? It is not. We cannot call it knowledge. Some configuration of some servers, some service, etc. It is practically experience. No, connect something with something, but knowledge is in simplicity. And in this 3 application, all about post, we know all React and Redux and tank. And we must stay longer, as long as possible to that, because there is a lot of what we cannot see in first, second, third, fourth, five, looking, learning, coding. It is impossible. It is like in learning, for example, in every learning, we cannot see, we cannot to see all what that happened. For example, I need a long time where in American English, always O, I pronounce O, but they almost all O pronounce A. not enough, not enough, but not enough, not enough. And that T with D, and I hear R, not enough. It is T between vowels and pronounce D, etc. I cannot, and accent and what is accent? Accent, voice quality, liaison, that connection and pronunciation. It is, we concentrate on pronunciation and I concentrate to pronunciation, but I don't heard not enough. I pronounce not enough, not enough. And it is years by years that I cannot concentrate. It is the same for programming. You cannot concentrate on all elements what happening here. And because of that, we must stay on every topic, every theme, stay longer time that you, if you want to see all aspects of that. If you know somebody that need a video like this one, send them, share about in your social network, like if you like, subscribe if you need, and engage, growing community, growing our knowledge, my and your. Today, a student is teacher, teacher is student. It is like that. This topic was about data flow in React Redux. It means slice, post slice, comment slice, create all about reducer in store. And here initial state would be created for every of these states. We don't fetch data from mock server and we don't need tank. After that initial state, we can interact with that in our computers and add data, remove data, etc., and all that would be visible. But when closed, all that disappear, and again, when we open an application, we see only initial. For your experiment, you can add tank and contact outside mock server, and think where to configure, but it is only one array. It means it is only for one of this state, that array. But it is learning. It is enough to incorporate for your experience and problems what you have that moment, how you would thinking about that. It is interesting. It is process of learning. Ask artificial intelligence, copy code, ask directly. Focus must be very, very concretely question, if nothing, but can be general. Code me in this code, recode it for contact mock server, etc. But it is artificial is excellent for that. Thank you for watching this video.